This chapter of the Alabama WIC Training DVD reviews the process for depositing food instruments and cash value vouchers for payment. The Alabama WIC Program Vendor Procedure Handbook that accompanies this training DVD includes detailed information regarding the payment processing of WIC food instruments and cash value vouchers. Viewing this training DVD and reading the Alabama WIC Program Vendor Procedure Handbook will help to ensure that you receive payments in a timely manner. Following these procedures can ensure timely payment while avoiding return check fees. Food instruments and cash value vouchers are handled the same as a check. The vendor must deposit and the contract bank must receive all food instruments or cash value vouchers no more than 60 days from the first day to use date. The department shall have no obligation to pay any WIC checks submitted outside of this time frame. Each authorized WIC vendor is issued their own unique vendor ID number. In order to be processed for payment, the food instrument and cash value voucher must have the vendor ID number stamped in the block marked Vendor Stamp. Make sure the vendor stamp is entered in the appropriate block using black ink and is legible. The use of gel ink is not allowed. Loaning the WIC vendor stamp to other stores or using the stamp to validate food instruments and cash value vouchers accepted at unauthorized stores is a violation and leads to mandatory disqualification. After food instruments and cash value vouchers are deposited in the bank, edits are performed to detect errors. If errors are found, the food instruments and cash value vouchers are returned to the vendor via the vendor's bank. The vendor's bank may charge a return check fee. These fees will not be reimbursed by the Alabama WIC program. Let's review the two categories of rejected food instruments and cash value vouchers: non-fatal errors, redeposit possible, and fatal errors, do not redeposit. Redeposit possible means the error can be corrected and the food instrument or cash value voucher redeposited. It must be redeposited within 60 days of the first day to use to receive payment. You can redeposit for the following reasons: vendor stamp missing or illegible. Do not redeposit means that you cannot redeposit the food instrument or cash value voucher. You cannot redeposit for the following reasons: amount over maximum, redeemed prior to the first day to use, stale dated, deposited too late, signature missing, food instrument or cash value voucher has been altered. Appeal for payment will only be considered for food instruments or cash value vouchers rejected for amount over maximum. All requests must be made in writing on the Alabama WIC Program Appeal Request Form. The form is available on our website, www.adph.org/WIC. The form must be completed in its entirety and submitted to the department within 90 days of the first day to use, printed on the food instrument or cash value voucher. The written appeal must include the following: a detailed explanation of how the error occurred in the space provided, the steps that have been taken to prevent the error from occurring in the future in the space provided, copy of the food instrument or cash value voucher, a copy of each food instrument or cash value voucher from the bank of first deposit showing the rejection stamp, copy of the receipt or journal transaction. A copy of the receipt or journal transaction must be included with the appeal form for each food instrument or cash value voucher. Submitting an appeal request form does not guarantee approval of payment. Consideration will be given to the documentation submitted. Incomplete appeal request forms or appeals that do not include the food instrument or cash value voucher and/or the receipt or journal transaction will be returned unprocessed. Remember, by taking the time to review food instruments and cash value vouchers before depositing them into your bank can help avoid many common mistakes.